Hey guys, sorry I missed a day. I'm trying to be better about posting and getting back into the swing of things, but you know, life happens. So yeah, less beard. Coming to you guys looking more like a overweight Buff Bagwell than a Jim Neidhart impersonator. That's a thing, and that fits into the topic of what I'm going to talk about this time. I'm not talking too much about Robert Wallace for a while because I don't want to pile on like some of my other YouTube counterparts tend to do. They'll pick on one person, the low-hanging fruit, for like forever. Just keep on whipping that dead horse. I will say of Robert Wallace's other latest videos, there was one about now we're going to see a whole bunch more footage of people left behind in Afghanistan. It'll be covered for days. And I'm like, well, you watch the news networks that like to cover missing blonde girls for months at a time because blonde girl missing is like the most important thing in the world versus anything else that could be happening. And also, you're the one who just made a video about Animal Farm, making fun of everybody else for not understanding what Animal Farm's about. Motherfucker, first of all, you're saying that this is a book that all of us should read and understand, and that it was prescribed to you in grade school, and so if it was prescribed to everyone in grade school, we could all come back and refer to that thing as being like something that we should all understand, right? But you're talking about how brainwashed everybody else is, the social justice warriors of the world are, that they just don't see the truth. Motherfucker, the CIA invested in the cartoon version of that 50s movie version of the Animal Farm because they thought it was useful to their propaganda movement. And the British government put an Animal Farm comic out in like Brazil and other places to push their own political agendas. Realize it is what it is, and take it for what it's worth, and also maybe look into anything that George Orwell himself said about Animal Farm, because George Orwell was promoting democratic socialism. Like, seriously, his own words. You're not exactly the biggest Bernie fan, motherfucker. Maybe you're the one who doesn't understand Animal Farm. Just saying. Anyways, enough about Robert Wallace. This is not about him. Today I watched the Instagram Live last video of Shannon Spruill, also known as Daffney Unger, when I used to watch WCW wrestling and Impact Wrestling. She was the Scream Queen. She wore gothic makeup, and she was really hot. But yeah, that video was horrible. It was obviously in the same vein as a lot of videos that I have talked about on this channel. Previously, you would have seen a ramble by me about Ronnie McNutt, who also killed himself during a live stream, and also you'll find a video from me about KND, Caitlin Nicole Davis. I made it so that it'd be harder to search by her name because it's a young kid who decided to hang herself on Facebook Live. I think this is not just isolated incidents. We're going to see a lot more of this with technology advancing and people becoming more adept at it. The way that people are able to off themselves in a live stream after making their last statements. It's a way of grabbing the microphone and not letting anyone take it away from you when you make that last statement. And in Shannon Spruill's last video, she was saying on that Instagram Live, the reason why I'm shooting myself in the heart is so that my brain will be studied for CTE. You know, and she believes that, like other professional wrestlers, her brain had been damaged over time, and that was the reason for her depression. She said that she had been suffering from depression for 7 years and couldn't break free of it, and decided to quote unquote tap out. Yeah, people were doing the right thing, but just nobody knew where she was. They were showering her with love in the private chat, but it was her medium that she decided to use, that live stream, and in it she said that she was crying so much she couldn't even read messages. And she was ignoring all of the people who were obviously calling her. Like, the phone buzzing was shaking the camera off of the way that she had propped it up. She didn't have a camera stand or any way of, like, securely holding up her phone as she was streaming, and it kept on sliding as somebody kept on interrupting her, and she kept on putting it back up. And they were buying time for police, if they knew where she was, to arrive, and to maybe, have first responders stop that. But, on camera, she covered a gun that she cocked like this. She covered it with a blanket and was trying repeatedly to make it go off into her chest. And the last video, she said goodbye to her best friend, and she was having some difficulty. And then that was the last video we had. She had some connection issues and kept on reconnecting, but like that last thing was it. And the family says, we ask that you respect her privacy and all that, and respect the family's privacy, but we know what happened. She put it out there for everyone, and doesn't have to come to that. But I've talked down a bunch of people from the ledge like that in my profession, and sometimes people are very determined in the moment. And all I can say is, from what I saw, people were trying to do the right thing and show her that she was loved. And then the WWE put out a message to all their wrestlers. If you're feeling depressed, we will give you free therapy. And then a couple of other wrestlers came out and said, yeah, they've taken them up on that, and it saved their life. So, look into therapy if you're feeling depressed. Even if you're not to that point, it can still help you have a better life. And really, in order to promote just the connection issue, because she said in her video that she felt not connected to people, and even on her Instagram she put up memes saying that she had burnt bridges with people each time she had a depressive episode. I'm just going to say, send a card to people while they're in treatment, something. Let them know that you're going to still be there for them when they get out, because bad shit can happen if you don't.